One might say that a human being is the most aggressive creature, especially by virtue of our aggressiveness. We multiplied in such large numbers and occupied so much living space. However, humans are not only of animal nature, and due to our many-sidedness, the subject of violence looks not so straight and unambiguous. The society displays itself here in the best tradition of duplicity. On the one hand, the society asserts that violence is kind of a bad thing. Do not abuse each other, avoid using brute force, and so on. But on the other hand, the society approves violence if it's for the greater good. If you are right, there is a lot of sense in applying force, and it can be considered as a mean to solve a problem. There is a huge load of movies where a protagonist, a hero, giving out crushing blows, smashes, destroys bad guys, and saves the world. People consume such content and moreover begin to be guided by such ideas in real life. It would appear that violence or even imposing behavior is a sign of might and can truly serve as a tool for addressing issues. But in actuality, everything is the other way around. If we take a look at a social hierarchical system, we will see that the top of it is taken by absolutely non-aggressive people, which by any means don't seem to be all buffed heroes from action movies. People in charge are not malicious or belligerent. Quite contrary, their talent to make agreements brought them to the upper positions. And a sign of real power is nowhere near a warlike attitude and a booming voice. Those people are always calm and considerate, even if cynically. Nonetheless, they keep their temper in check, as a direct responsibility of a person in charge is to tackle issues, to cope with difficult situations, not to create them. Of course, there are cultures where violence is implanted in early childhood, but let's not dwell on it and focus on the civilized world. And in the civilized world, the higher a level of the social hierarchy, the more inadmissible the subject of violence is. Such means are just inapplicable there and more likely an attribute of lower classes. The upper crust is oriented by absolutely different rules. And the reason of this is pretty logical. The higher a person's position is, more resources at his disposal are. Mainly these are material resources, but not only. It might be social resources, for example popularity, or resources of psyche, stability and self-confidence. The more resources a man has, more imperturbable he is. He is less vulnerable to social taunts in general. The society and aggressiveness are closely bound together. There always has to be either an inner enemy or, in the absence of the latter, an external one. The society constantly tests us for our weaknesses and sore spots. It tries to provoke us and knock off balance with the purpose to check how many resources we have. If there are enough resources, those things fall short. You can't drive a person mad who is well backed up with resources. He is calm and confident. On the other hand, we easily lose temper when we lack resources. This is when social provocations hit the mark. Thereby we waste and drain down our energy. No doubt, every person at certain periods of life goes through hard times when it seems that the whole world is against you. If that's the case, the most important thing is not to go crazy and lash out at waitresses, but to think how you squandered away your own resources. Where is your energy? If there is a feeling that everybody around is trying to pick on you, it could mean only one thing. They feel that you're down in the dumps. You're weakened and it's possible to mess with you. And these are not the society's problems. These are yours. Why did you all of a sudden run out of resources? You just frittered it away somewhere. Or possibly you might be just starving and it's better to grab something to eat. Opting for violence and forcing somebody openly, we try to impose on him our will. But it's very energy consuming as we constantly have to spend our strength for maintaining this condition. Why would you follow this path if it's worthier just to negotiate? Via reaching agreements and saving our energy from pointless aggression, we get a chance to amass even more resources. And let's leave shining, unbreakable muscular heroes from movies for social bottoms without any regrets.